Igbo bụ Igbo, mma mmanụ. Asị m ka ụbọchị nkịta mara na anyị mma. Asị m good morning, good afternoon, good night. Depends your time and your location. Iji wee na-esore anyị n'ụbọchị nkịta taa na Eastern News 24. Asị na anyị chere ya dịka echi na-eche ada agwụ agwụ. N'obi anyị na anyị ga-eweta ya n'ofu n'ofu. Otu anyị kwuru, otu aka ya dịrịdị. Ise. Dịka o si dị oge ugbu a, anyị eje n'ịgbapụ ya si gosi na ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'elu akwụkwọ maka ọ bụ nkwa kwere unu. A ga na-adọrọpụrụ unu daily update n'elu akwụkwọ gbasara maka ihe na-eme n'obodo a, gbasara maka ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ife nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'elu akwụkwọ a, one of our brother bụ one of our media warrior nwere ife o kwuru gbasara n'elu akwụkwọ. Mana chetakwa na ya na-akpọkwa ya bụ evening tea ka anyị ji wee marakwa ya. Na evening tea ka anyị na-akpọkwa ya. So gee na ya bụ ife o were egwu anyị ata anụ abụ 18th of February 2024. You get drop a comment to give each and all right, over to you, sir.
And coming out with something results. Now, if you see, you can see that some friends, the friends of Russia, are also identifying with terrorists, with Burkina Faso. Now, because you stood your ground, friends will come by force. Because in the international arena, international politics, there is always an ensuing interest. There is always an interest that will bring one country and the other together. The countries, like places like Russia, their own interest is that the Western Europe is feeding too fat on African soil. They are feeding too fat on Africa. It's not that they are really very productive, but they are feeding fat on Africa. So because they are feeding fat on Africa, that he need to go and play his card to scuttle their chances of continuous feeding on African people. That is why during the war, Russia had to cut off their pipeline from supplying West. That was why within 4 months of that war, some countries now had to go and mend their trade relations with Russia. Then some of them who cannot mend their relations because they know that there is Africa where they will always suck, they refuse to go and mend their trade relations with Russia. Now Russia said, now Russia had to go and continue to press hard. And that's why you see what do you call him, Africandi. You see the Niger guy now, everybody now waking up because there is support. There is support. France cannot just leave Niger people. France can always destroy Niger, but cannot, because France knows there is now there is a force behind. There is a force behind. Now you can see that. Now immediately France, then the politics I'm still analyzing to you. Once America, and once France was pushed out, the next week it was in the news, America was there. American men or servicemen were there. And France saw it, and France wasn't happy. France felt or knows, it occurred to them that America was behind this. That's why you see what is happening in the Red Sea now. France is not supporting them. Now, in Nigeria, right now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu abandoned the people who were, enjoying all alone, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu felt he might be betrayed. The way his court case and all of that certificate saga, he felt he might not be well protected by cleaving onto America and Britain. Now he went to France, and it has instigated a lot of politics. Now there is big underground power game. They are dragging whose interest will surface And at the end of the day, it is a chance for us to do it is a very good ground for us. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. Now, when you hear Odogu saying, I will come back to Africa, is he going anywhere? You know the place he will go. We know. Because there is an enabling ground. Russia wants more friends. But our commitment with Finland will not allow us to make it a bold step. Russia wants more African friends. Russia have been insulted by Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria voted against Russian interests after everything Russia did for Nigeria. On Israel part, Israel will not forgive. Israel doesn't forgive when their national security is involved. And we are in good hands, we are in safe hands. We will defend our resolve. We will defend our decision. We will defend. If you have not voted, please, like I said, go and check. Make sure if you are using information if you're in Asia, unless you can use VPN. If you can't, if you don't know that, people who are very informed on ICT that can do all this ones. So if not, put your information, use phone number of the country you have, country code of the country you are, use the continent where you are. If you're in Africa, use Africa, and if you use information about Africa, then use the phone number of that particular African country you are, so that you can vote freely. When it comes to passport, use passport that is light. So don't mix up things. Well, like I was saying, when they keep asking you, they ask you further, but why are you even dreaming? This thing, it will come in your dream. Tell them no, it will happen when they will live to see it. But if they press too hard and they say that it will be like, tell them it will be like the case in Bible. The prophet had to tell the man that it will happen. A cup of wheat will be sold for 1 shekel, but you will not live to see it. You will hear it, but you will not live to eat of it. That's what you have to tell them. Tell them that so many countries from 1990 did this and it worked for them. It never came on a platter of gold. It came through, there was a lot of bloodshed. There was a lot of sacrifice. But in the end, it ended in glory. It ended in joy. In South Africa, between South Africa and Namibia, around March, 21st March, 1990, Namibia people took the bold step. South Africa refused. But they pressed harder, they took the bold step, and it worked. It worked. And that's in 1990, the North and South Yemen decided on their own. That was around May. They said we want to be together. They decided. Remember in Cameroon, between when the Southern Cameroon that was part of NCNC, they decided now that they want to leave Nigeria and incorporate with the Cameroon, the other Cameroon, French-speaking Cameroon, francophones. They went. It worked. Decided. This is their decision. They decided. They voted. So why are you telling us that the same plebiscite that held between the Norwegians conducted, we are talking about 18, so the Norwegians in 18th decided on the Norwegian plebiscite that they don't want to be together again, and they don't want to between them and Sweden. They decided 18 so, and they are here in 21st century asking if referendum is possible. That freedom is not possible. You can't go away from Nigeria. Nigeria as a superpower, or what? Because you don't know that it's interest of the West. If Americans in 1776 and South Africans broke away from the shackles of British might, a whole Britain, superpower, and you think we are talking of things, and in 21st century we are seeing all you can see is impossibility. All up to you. All up to you. All up to you. East and North and South Yemen. Germany also. East and West Germany. In the same 1990, they decided. So what? 1990, we are in 2024. 1991, it continued. Marshall Island, that was Pacific Island, formerly Caroline, which was under the Trust Territory under United States. They said they will not stay again, and they didn't. They survived. They succeeded. It was not even 1990. I'm talking about here about Ethiopia and Eritrea. Czechoslovakia, 1991 January. They were together. The union, they said that so peacefully. Their union, they had to break it. Now we have Czech, we have Slovakia. Today they are doing very well. All of them are doing very well. They are doing very well. But they will tell you South Sudan, South Sudan, South Sudan. They are doing perfectly well. So when we talk, so that you will not say we are talking about other countries, other continents. We're talking about Africa here. It happened in Ethiopia here. It happened. It was just 2018 they signed their pact. They were part of Portugal, 1993. The same the year the Eritreans and Ethiopians dissolved their union. The CZEC and what do you call it? Even Palo, 1993 too. I think that's 2002. Palo was 1994. The East Timor was 2002 East Timor. From Portugal, the East Timor people carved out, and when you even check the referendum, the votes, the people that say we are going, some people it was almost 50-50, but they still had to go because at the end of the day it was victory. It particularly I think either CZEC was 55. Yes. Now Montenegro was part of Serbia. Serbia and Montenegro was together. 2006, they agreed, no, we are not going to be together again because it wasn't working. It wasn't working. These things are, I can even tell you the countries that you know today. Montenegro and Serbia are doing well. You talk about India and Pakistan here. India and Pakistan. Today, you can see that India is doing very well. In fact, India is one of the Asian states that the West cannot interfere in their internal affairs anyhow. No. India is very strong now with Modi. Because they had to agree. They said, no, we have little divergence of cultural practices and political system. But I think all of them are still pro-socialist. You can see that because of little cultural practice and religious difference, Pakistan say we cannot continue because they are pro-Islamic and Israel is pro-Hindu. That was is it far something 1947. That was 1947. Now even Pakistan that came out of India at a point, their brothers from within themselves say no. Bangladesh say no, we cannot because we also have slight difference and we can do comfortably well as neighbors, as brother states, and they carved out and nothing happened. They are existing. Why are you want to stick together or to the kingdom come? What do you call them? The Bangladesh people, are they not doing well? The Pakistani, are they not producing? Is Nigeria producing? They are producing. Bangladesh Pakistan is producing. They are doing well in technology. Yes, their government might not be very economically strong now, but they are producing. It's a producing state. They don't have all the things we have, but they're doing well. India is doing well. India is buying anything they need as a nation, as a strong nation. You list the list of strong nations in the world. India is there. When you discuss international politics, India is there. Nigeria is a puppet. And we are strong people, we are Biafrans, we are bold, we are brave people, we are scholars, we are super intelligent race. We cannot continue to undermine our natural gifts, natural endowments. We cannot continue to allow ourselves to be set back because we want to the democracy they are telling you about. They tell you about democracy. Oh, Niger military juntas obstructed democracy. What is democracy? Is democracy not best defined by an American? Is it not Abraham Lincoln who gave you the best definition? It is a government by the people and for the people. Were you blind to see that the people trooped out en masse to support the military junta? So, is it the man who doesn't have any iota of popularity that they rigged into position of authority? That is a man on democracy? When you go to Burkina Faso, when you go to Mali, see how these people that are called military junta by the West are enjoying the mass support of their people overwhelmingly. The people, 90% plus, were rallying around the people because they represent their interest against the pilferers that France installed, the West installed over them, who continue to help them machinate their treacherous and nefarious evil activities within the borders of Africa. These are people that are telling us about democracy. What nonsense democracy? We are talking about, okay, when they keep telling you, tell them that you know more other countries that came out from referendum from 1990 till today. I called India and Pakistan is just because it is boiling in my head to tell you that many countries, many things have happened within the space of time and before then. It has happened and it will continue to happen. And Biafra, this time, this period, according to our time as allowed by God in heaven, we are going. You can see where graduates, the only thing a graduate can do is to take keke and paper and do high purchase. Just 2 days ago or 3 days ago, a man, I think around Lobi, he was just a keke driver. He slumped when he took a bottle of beer. He slumped because he is doing higher purchase. He has been restless for over 6 years, trying to repay the owner of the keke and paper. Imagine a graduate in a country where we have one Nigeria. We have stark illiterates are occupying sensitive offices in Nigerian federal appointments and works. You call that one Nigeria? Some people have more opportunities to better life. When you hear they say they are giving Dangote and the foreign reserve will be used, they know people to give the monies in the foreign reserve and people not to give to. They decide. It's not left for the market. You can see that kind of one Nigerian. No. We are not part of it, definitely. Definitely. We cannot be part of it. You will release Mazin Namdekano by the sovereign status of Biafra. Nigeria goes very helpless. Nigeria will be helpless. Once Nigeria Biafra gets the sovereign status, Mazin Namdekano will be gifted will be given to Biafrans. No case about that. You can see that your courts are failed. Everything done in the courts are useless. You can see that a lot of people, our Igbo elders, who made their last wishes and they eventually died, these wishes was not granted. Prof. Ben Modweze is there. You have the one of the finest Amechi, Basilica Amechi. You have what do you call him, the old Anambra governor. So you have Okwadike. All of these elders, our real elders, they came to tell the government of Nigeria that this man is defending the interests of his people, that he represents the oppressed people of Igbo land and Biafran land in general. But we should release him to us. The Nigerian government insisted. That is the political solution. Now, the legal framework said that this man is not found wanting of anything, but they said no. He will still be there. Instead, the Supreme Court, after even discharging him, still said he should be referred back to higher court, to appeal court. Can you see? And you want us to keep on speaking grammar? No. Those people sending you Chinas and Wuru, tell them they have failed. When you Chinas and Wuru came to condemn Ejimako Nnamdi Kanu's legal counsel, that they want to endanger Nnamdi Kanu, please listen to this part also. He said, Chinas and Wuru said that Ejimako want to endanger Nnamdi Kanu. He want to imprison him. That's what they are planning, as if he loves Nnamdi Kanu. Why they want to imprison him with all this nonsense of court issue. But it was him that was telling us that their barristers are working, they are paying their barristers because the Karuwite, who was part of them, who he was machinating the whole evil. Karuwite, now you see him before Nnamdi Kanu, did Karuwite own anything? Karuwite now is a billionaire. You saw him in club with Akokoko. You see him notes bundles of money. You saw him, you didn't see the video? I will not show you. Go and look for the video. You will see it is trending online. Karuwite is now a billionaire. He is paid in the level of Obi Kubanas. Bundles upon bundles of money. Blocks. Not just wraps. Bundles. He will dole it out, bring it and throw it, bring it and say, oh, these people did it. They did it. He did not one day condemn Karuwite because Karuwite is in his team. When Karuwite was busy pushing and machinating his evil going to the court, Chinas and Wuru did not comment. Because Onendu already now realized that Karuwite and Chinas and Wuru are all the ones behind his ordeal. Now Chinas and Wuru is coming out to tell Biafrans, that these people will succeed in pushing Onyendu behind bars. While when he came out to condemn Fine Boy and Kanu Takano, that's Nnamdi Kanu's siblings and relatives, he did not in any way, even mistakenly, tell you that his DOS members are in Nigeria. He said that Fine Boy is going freely. The same Biafra that Nnamdi Kanu is pursuing, that landed him in jail. The fine boy is going freely. Kanu Takano is going freely. Hey, that tells you that these people are not with us. They are sabotaging us. They are telling us Ikenga Uruago is in Nigeria. Before Ikenga went to Nigeria, he told us that Chinas and Wuru and Chikadozo visited Nigeria. Ikenga bragged about it on social media, on YouTube. He challenged Simon Ekpa to come. If he is a strong man, he should also come. The way Udogus have come to Nigeria. He challenged. Now he is pointing to us that Fine Boy is moving even with government convoys. He, Chinas and Wuru, referred us to this man that was voting during the election, that he will send 6 healers vans, that he will deal with, if you see anywhere, Simon Ekpa boys. What is that his name? Is it Irania or whatever? The man that was always with Ifeanyi, the Karuwite. If you remember, you should know who I'm talking about. What is his name? But he did not tell us that man is in Abuja. That man is using Nigerian convoy, Nigerian security to move around. The same Nigerian convoy that he used in the election, he said he would deal with Simon Ekpa's boys if they dare stop the election. The Nigerian DOS. The one Nigerian DOS, the IPOB DOS, IPOB Nigeria. Now you can see that they are deceiving and playing with our intelligence. I can continue on and on. After Montenegro carved out from Serbia, the both of them went their separate ways in 2006. In 2008, just yesterday, Montenegro, Kosovo carved out from the same Serbia. Serbia that just parted way from Montenegro. 2008. The same way India, Pakistan carved out from India, and just after a few years, about more than 10 years, another people carved out from the same Pakistan, Bangladesh. So it is not a tug of war, but anyone who wants to make it war, let it be. Because no one's own interest supersedes that of others.
Ndị be anyị na-ege ntị, daalụ nne nụ kunisikwa wee na-esoro anyị ya na-eme n'ụbọchị nke taa. Unu anụgo n'ihe ekwuru n'elu akwụkwọ, unu fokosi aga, unu fokosi eje. O ife na-agwa ndị mmadụ, holding Maazị Nnamdi Kanu can never stop this thing happening in Nigeria, rather than to release him. Once you release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, everything will be alright. The more you hold Nnamdi Kanu, the more Nigeria is collapsing, and the only option is referendum, and the only referendum be again with the deep solution to all those things. So ndị be anyị bụ na-ege ntị, daalụ ndị na-ekwu wee na-esoro anyị ka efi nwere ike ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile nọ n'elu akwụkwọ nwanne anyị gụpụtagasị according to African Human People's Court decisions. Note na ka efi nwere ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife n'elu akwụkwọ drọpụrụ na ya, and the Eastern News 24 bụbụ ebe anyị si wee na-wetere nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa. Nwa ndị anụ niile na ụmụnne m, ka emesịa na ụmụ Igbo.